There's a rickety shack that houses a coffin. Suddenly, he was startled by the sound of a scream. Rizal was a pious and diligent young man from the village. Every night, he would attend the evening prayer at the village mosque located at the edge of the forest. The mosque was quiet and serene, with only Rizal and a few other worshippers in attendance. Next to the mosque, there was a ramshackle hut that contained a coffin. The coffin had gathered dust and moss over time, as no one had died in the village for a long while. That night was a Friday, a night filled with eerie tales and superstitions. Rizal was performing ablution behind the mosque when he was suddenly jolted by a scream coming from the hut. The sound was like that of a terrified person crying out for help. Rizal shivered with fear and curiosity. He approached the old shack intending to open its door, but before he could touch the door, the voice inside grew louder and more horrifying. It uttered strange and unfamiliar words in Rizal's ears. Rizal was convinced that something wicked and malevolent was inside the old hut. Overwhelmed by fear, he hastily fled from the mosque. Rizal shared the terrifying experience with the villagers, telling them about the eerie sound he had heard from the coffin next to the mosque. He was sure that there was something dangerous there. The news quickly spread, causing turmoil and fear among the villagers. Some of them didn't believe Rizal's story, dismissing it as gossip or imagination. However, others grew cautious and curious, wanting to know what was truly inside the mosque. Some brave villagers gathered to investigate the haunted incident. They planned to visit the mosque on the next Friday night, hoping to find a reasonable explanation for the eerie sound. Upon reaching the mosque, they were astonished to find that the coffin responsible for the chilling sounds had vanished without a trace. In its place, there was a dried bloodstain. The villagers' hair stood on end at the sight. Rizal and the inquisitive villagers prepared to uncover this mystery. They searched for clues around the mosque, attempting to unravel the origin of the coffin. During their journey, they shared their own terrifying experiences from the past. They realized that their village concealed many dark secrets unknown to most. Their initial investigation yielded more questions than answers. They couldn't determine who owned the coffin or what had happened to it. They only found themselves faced with more mysteries. The following night, Rizal felt compelled to seek the truth. He felt guilty for being the first to hear the chilling sound but not taking action. He decided to return to the mosque with some villagers, who were also eager to discover what was inside. They equipped themselves with simple tools like the Quran, torches, and unwavering courage. As the night grew darker, they returned to the mosque, ready to confront whatever awaited them. They prayed to Allah for protection and guidance. Inside the mosque, they lit their torches and began to carefully examine every corner of the room. They hoped to find something that could unravel the mystery. On the subsequent night inside the mosque, Rizal and the brave villagers scrutinized more closely. They found signs that led them closer to the truth. Hidden beneath a rug, they discovered an old book. The book contained records of their village's history. They read it carefully and were shocked by what they found. The book revealed that the coffin belonged to a local shaman who had once lived in the village. The shaman was known for being kind and wise, but he held a terrifying secret. He was a shaman who performed sacrilegious rituals using human corpses. One day, the villagers caught the shaman in the act, and in a fit of anger, they brutally killed him. They placed the shaman's body in the coffin and brought it to the mosque, hoping that this would finally put the shaman's vengeful spirit to rest. However, the shaman's spirit did not find peace. It remained within the coffin, waiting for an opportunity to seek revenge. Using his dark magic, he created the eerie voice begging for help to elicit sympathy from anyone who heard it, enticing them to open the coffin. If anyone dared to open the coffin, he would kill them in a horrifying manner. Finally, the truth behind the chilling voice in the mosque was revealed. The long-buried tale of horror was now exposed. The story ends with the characters facing the ominous truth and the village having to deal with the consequences. The end.